was thinking I might not open up at all today.
Is that a good idea?
No, not really. Gail will be here in 10 minutes. She'll be expecting to open up. It's her cafe as well.
Burying your head in the sand. It's tempting, isn't it?
You did have a choice. You could have just left Baldwin's.
He would still have known. He could still have opened his big mouth any time he wanted.
Yeah, but it would have been a bit less likely if you weren't working there, wouldn't it?
And what about in the Rovers? Do you think it'd have stopped him making his sarcastic little comments in there? Or do you think we should stop going in there and all?
Well, I've never been one much for pubs.
Would it make it easier if I moved out? I don't mean that we should stop seeing each other. I thought they'd react better than this. I didn't know it was going to be this way. I thought people knew us well enough to accept us.
We're different, you and me. Folk like us are never accepted. Not properly. We tread a very fine line. I thought you knew that.
Since I've been with you, I've been so happy. I've felt so much more confident. I thought things had changed.
Yeah. I've been happy too.
But... what?
Oh, I'm such a coward.
No, you're not. It's the bravest thing in the world anybody could do, going out with someone like me.
Yeah, well, it were all right when no one knew, wasn't it?
So, does people know? Does people knowing that I used to be a man change the way you feel about me?
I suppose it makes me question it more, if I'm honest, yes.
I thought you dealt with all this.
So did I.
So is this it then? You want me to move out?
No. Of course I don't. I love you. I never thought I'd meet anyone like you. I couldn't face being without you now. Life won't be worth living. I spent most of my childhood trying to keep my head down, learning how to get by without being noticed so people wouldn't pick on me. I thought they were in the past, that's all.
What I'm saying is, you can't just chop your tackle off and say, I am a woman, because you're not. You're a fella with your tackle chopped off.
I know. It's weird, isn't it? Because you're not a woman. And you're not a fella anymore, neither.
It's her choice.
Oh, aye. Some flaming choice. Some funny choice, that is. That's all I'm saying.
Do you know what? I didn't sleep a wink all last night for thinking about it. I've been sat next to her in that factory all this time, and she were a fella all along.
Yeah? Well, you lot want to go on strike. Hey, has she got any bazookas?
Well, she's got some.
That'll be them silicone implants.
No, it won't. They take hormones.
How come you know so much?
No, what's telly?
Well, what do they do then? These hormones.
Oh, make your boobs bigger and your voice higher and what have you.
Has that Roy been telling you all this stuff?
Oh, has he, Ike? Don't be disgusting.
I don't think she should be working in that caff.
She has got a deep voice, though. I never thought of it before.
It's funny, eh? That Roy.
Yeah, well, it takes all sorts, doesn't it?
Ah, you're right. Just look at Des and Natalie. Smashing people. Salt of the earth. Getting married. Setting up home. All lovely. And just round the corner, there's all that weird stuff going on.
Yeah, but must be awful, mustn't it? I mean, being like that, actually wanting to have your doings amputated.
I'm trying to eat me breakfast, eh?
Well, I'm glad it's not me, anyway.
It's all stuff I should have addressed before. I just put off thinking about it.
You're like me. You like to do stuff in your own time.
I don't want to let you down. I want to be able to be supportive. And what's the point of us being together if I can't do that?
I know you'll do your best.
I'll try.
get some breakfast and get dressed.
Why? You're not going back in there, surely?
Why not? I've not been sacked, have I?
You're not going in now.
Oh, well, it'd be dead easy, that, wouldn't it?
I don't know why you insist on putting yourself through this.
Well, money, for one thing. It's my job, Roy, the only one I've got.
I just can't bear the thought of you in there on your own at the mercy of anyone who wants to make a cheap comment.
And do you think I could live with myself if I gave up and ran away at the first hurdle?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, look. If things don't improve, I'll look for a job somewhere else. But I think things will improve. They just need time to get used to idea. Just like you did.
Right. Well, in that case, I'll walk you into the factory.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that.
No, I do. I'm not having people calling you names in the street.
Why don't you just go over now and tell him?
Because I'm on my way to work.
Just pop across, get it over and done with.
I can't just say, Les, you're sacked, get lost.
Why not? That's exactly the sort of language he understands.
It's not that easy. He's got his heart set on it.
So what? I've got my heart set on a decent wedding, which it's not going to be with him chucking his weight about.
I'll break it to him later.
When? Look, there he is now. Go on, tell him.
Hiya, Desi! Hiya, Nat!
Right.
I don't believe this. They think we're busy mates now.
I'll tell him soon, I promise.
Soon.
Later, when he's alone, definitely. Okay?
Right, well, make sure you do, because if you don't, I will.
Dan, would you believe it? Lend us a fiver for a paper, Jan.
A fiver? What sort of newspaper is this? Burglars Weekly?
Oh, way up. There she is. The bride of Frankenstein.
Blimey, she's got some guts, hasn't she?
Morning, Harold!
Take no notice, try and ignore him. In one ear and out the other.
Hi, Liz.
Hey.
Gives me creeps just thinking about it.
I'll come and fetch you
See you
5
later.
o'clock.
See you later, Chuck.
You don't have to kiss me.
No, right. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Me? I didn't tell him. It was her, mate.
I'm not your mate. Don't have any illusions about that.
Oh, I'm broken-hearted about that. I thought we were bosom buddies. You weirdo. Freak. Come on then, girls. Let's have you. Right. After you, madam.
You're early. Free period. Getting into trouble. Not new there. Listen, is it true about Ailey? That she's a fella? Used to be. Yeah. Well, Les reckons you can't become a woman just because you've had your bits chopped off.
Oh, did he indeed?
Oh, not that what he says means anything. Look, I think Roy's having a tough enough time as it is without you and me whispering about it. It's funny though, innit? I mean, it makes you think.
Yes, it does. But they're still the same people we've known all along, aren't they?
It's mended. No doubt it'll need more expert attention in the not too distant, but it'll do a few more rounds.
Hey, Roy.
Oh, hello, Toya.
You're right.
Yes, are you?
Yeah, cheers.
Good. Good.
Listen, I think it's dead cool about you and Ailey. I mean, she doesn't even look like a fella, does she?
So would we?
Are you off to the bog, Ailey? Oh, don't leave Seat up.
Oh, give over.
Hey, look, she's taking her handbag. Is it time at month or something, love? Oh, I'm only teasing.
Well, I don't think it's so flaming funny. I don't think you should be using our loos.
Linda?
You'll have to go somewhere else, I'm sorry.
Hey, come on, don't start anything.
Why not? It's bad enough she's been using them without us knowing.
What's the problem?
Problem is, You're a fella in women's bogs. I'm talking about germs and whatever else fellas leave on bog seats.
I'm not a fella, all right?
I don't give a stuff what you are. But you're not using our toilets.
Linda, she's got to go somewhere.
Fine. She can pee in street for all I care, but she's not coming in here.
Nobody else minds, just you.
Oh, yeah? And have you asked everybody, have you? No, you haven't. Well, let's have a show of hands then, shall we? Who thinks fellas should be allowed in women's bogs?
No, it's not fellas. It's one person.
Hands up.
What the hell's going on? Why aren't you working? Oh, hello. What's happened?
We don't think she should be allowed in women's. It's unhygienic.
Don't be stupid.
I mean it. A friend of mine, cousin's, once got pregnant from toilet seat.
Oh, God.
I know, they say it can't happen, but you don't know, do you? You don't know what you might catch.
Hayley, use the mints.
No.
Look, if I don't care, why the hell should you? I'm the only one that goes in there now. I've thrown Kelly out.
I'm going in there.
No, you're not.
Just let her in.
Look, I haven't got time for this.
As soon as you move away from there, I'm going in. So you're going to have to stand there all day if you want to keep me out.
I don't care.
Well, I flaming will do. I don't pay your wages to stand by a toilet door all day. Now sit down and get on with your work.
No.
If you don't sit down, I'll sack you.
Sack me? What about her?
I can't sack someone for wanting to use the flaming netty. Use your brains. Now move! This is stupid, this is.
Thanks.
I'm getting on to union about this.
Yeah. You know, they probably encourage this sort of thing.
You don't usually come in here at dinner times.
Thought I'd treat myself.
Yeah, well, you better not come in to go. Because if you have, you can clear off again.
You are?
What did I tell you this morning? I said I didn't want you working here anymore.
You never.
Well, I'm telling you now. I'm not having you working here with weirdos. People will think we're funny and all.
Get out of my cafe.
What's going on?
Come on, out!
I'm not going anywhere.
Get out of my cafe.
I'm not messing about.
Roy's my mate. I work here. And if that makes me weird and all, good.
What can you do, eh? Hey, you bring him up nicely. You do everything you can for him.
What's he done?
I think you'd better leave.
They want locking up.
Now!
Calling the police.
Don't you threaten leaving. And when you get home, you're in bother.
What was all that about? Earlier. When? Hang on, I'll just check with my secretary. So, when do you want them delivered? Thursday. Fine. No, that's fine. I can deal with that. No problem. Bye.
My secretary.
You don't mind being called that, do you?
Thought we were partners.
You're still my secretary. Oh, I thought this is what you want, come in and help out.
How do I save things again?
File, then save. I thought you knew all about this.
Yeah, that was ages ago. Mike had a different system on his computer.
I'll have to send you on a course then.
That's all right, I'll work it out.
Do you do shorthand?
You're joking. Cleaned and tidied though, have you noticed?
Yeah, cool.
Hey, I was thinking,
Oh, yeah?
now I'm not taking a wage out of Baldwin's. Well, I ought to take something out of the business, didn't I, seeing as I'm working here?
Yeah, except, well, you know how tight things are at the moment.
Well, I ought to take something. Buy food and stuff for girls.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll look after it.
But if I'm doing a job, I need paying properly.
Yeah, of course. But you don't expect to get what a proper secretary gets, do you? That's all.
A proper secretary?
Yeah, and you are going to smarten up a bit tomorrow.
Hi, Hayley.
Sorry. Did he leave you to do all tidying up on your own?
Oh, Gail don't mind.
How was work?
Oh, not so bad.
Well, I'll see you both tomorrow.
Bye, Gail.
Thanks, Gail.
Thanks for coming to meet me.
Oh, that's all right.
Gail's been smashing, isn't she? And Liz has. She stuck up for me today.
We had an incident.
Did you?
Les Battersby.
What happened? Roy,
That doesn't matter.
I want to know.
It'd be easier if I had a job behind a desk, wouldn't it? So I could hide.
Yeah, I know.
Or a sewing machine. Every minute I'm thinking who's going to come in next and have a go.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, bed's been made, isn't it? Gonna have to lie in it.
She's a bloke.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't even want to think about it. Yeah. Let's talk about the wedding.
You don't have to.
You know this wedding? It's going to be the best ever, I'm telling you.
Sorry, he's drunk.
Is he? Oh, Alec, love.
Yeah?
I'll have a vodka and tonic, please.
Hey, you know what? There's too much rubbish and filth in this world today. What we're all looking forward to is a nice wedding.
I take it you've not seen Des at all today?
Me? No. But I had a phone call off my mate, Charlie West, this afternoon. And the good news is he can get you the loan of a small marquee for the back garden if you're interested.
Can he?
Les, I don't think she's interested. Come on, let me take you out, mate.
I'm up for another pint, me.
No, come on. It's very kind of you and Des to ask him to be your best man.
See ya. See you, Nat. Here comes the bride.
I thought we were mates.
Well, I'm sure he feels the same. You'll see him again.
Oh, aye. Week next Friday. And then if he's not available, one of his colleagues will be. That's what he said.
Well, maybe you'll be able to ring him.
I just hope I haven't offended him, that's all.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Don't be daft.
Well, it all seems a bit sudden to me, I can tell you.
Where have you been?
Working.
Have you been over to see Les?
Oh, give us a chance.
I suppose you want a pint.
Well, you suppose right.
Well, why don't you pop over and see him while I pull you one?
I'll go later.
No, because I know what you'll say later. You'll say, oh, I'll go tomorrow.
Well, no, I won't.
Go now.
No.
Well, if you don't, I will. Right.
I knew if I waited long enough, she'd do it for me.
Natalie!
Hi, Les. Is Greg still with you?
No. Come on in. You've got me on my own, actually.
Lucky me.
Can I get you a drink?
No.
Then what do I owe the pleasure?
Les, let me get straight to the point.
As the actress said to the bishop, eh?
No doubt.
Hey, I've started my speech.
Oh, well, I'm glad you brought that up because there's been a misunderstanding.
Let's dance. Come on. A bit of practice. We don't want to show ourselves up on the dance floor at the reception, do we?
Les, I'm trying to tell you something.
Oh, you're a lovely woman.
When Des asked you to be best man, he was completely ratted right up to his eyeballs.
Hey, that was a night. I can tell you. Once to remember.
Yeah, well, the thing is...
Hey, isn't it weird? Wanting to have your tackle chopped off. I can't get over it, mate.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he's changed his mind, you see. Now he's sober, and he doesn't want you to be best man anymore. So I'm sorry to have to be the one to break it to you.
It takes me back. Ipswich, 1979. What was I doing in Ipswich in 1979? I don't know. Gambling, drinking, chasing women. Hey, you know it's customary, don't you? For the best man and the bride to get it together before the ceremony. You know, a sort of final last fling, you know.
Is it really?
Oh, I'm game if you are. Come on.
Right, Les, that's enough.
Hey, what you doing? I like a woman with muscle.
Les, you are not Desi's best man.
What?
It was a mistake, a misunderstanding. You are not his best man. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
No. What are you saying? He asked me.
He was drunk. He didn't know what he was saying or doing. He couldn't remember a thing the next day, so we've only got your word for it that he asked you at all.
Well, that's flaming charming, that, isn't it? Asking a fella to do a thing like this and then...
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Les, are you all right?
It's... No one's ever asked me before. I thought we were mates.
Les, you're not crying, are you?
I'll be all right.
Oh, God, Les, don't cry. I don't believe this. Les? OK. If it means that much to you, if it's what you really want, then... Oh, Les, shut up. You can be Desi's best man, all right?
No. You don't want me.
No, I've changed my mind. I do want you. We want you.
You mean it?
Yeah. I'm, gonna get off.
If you have been affected by issues raised in this programme, you can visit itv.com/advice for support information.